So, thank you for joining me today. Since we've talked lately quite a bit about Leah and Rachel, and then also Levi and Judah, when we talked about the synagogue healing, I thought this would be a great time to talk about the lost tribes of Israel. Now, I'm not here to defend if there is or if there isn't lost tribes. This is a little bit different spin, so hold on and thanks for joining me. But let's first take a little bit here of a genealogy lesson. And by the way, you can go to Genesis 35. I have it here in the upper right, verses 23 through 26, and you can see the names of all of Jacob's sons. So Abraham and Sarah were married. They had Isaac. Isaac marries Rebekah, and together then they have Jacob. Now, these here in the blue, these are all of Jacob's 12 sons. So he had 6 sons with Leah: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun. He also had a daughter, Dinah, but she's not relevant to the story today. And then with Zilpah, who's Leah's servant, he had Gad and Asher. Then with Rachel, the little heart, because that's the one he really loved, he had Joseph and Benjamin. But then also Bilhah, it's a bad I, but it's Bilah. That's Rachel's servant. He had Dan and Naphtali. So those are his 12 sons in the blue for you to look at. So again, this isn't about if there is or isn't lost tribes. I've got the Bible verse that people use to say that these tribes are lost, and that's 2 Kings chapter 17, verse 6. Here's what it says. In the 9th year of Hosea, the king of Assyria captured Samaria. He carried the Israelites away to Assyria. He placed them in Halal on the harbor, the river of Gozan, in the cities of the Medes. So the reason I am bringing all of this up is because I know that there's, DNA testing and all of that, but I wanted to see how many people profess to be of the lost tribes of Israel. And I found a whole bunch, actually. There are some Ethiopians, some Nigerians, some Telugu Jews, some Black Hebrew Israelites, some people of Japanese heritage, some people from South Africa, New Zealand, Native Americans, plus others, more than what there are tribes of Israel who claim to be the lost tribes of Israel. So the reason I'm bringing this up is I know that genealogy, that they can do testing, etc. But do you remember there was a documentary out or a story about Thomas Jefferson having some children with Sally Hemings, who was a slave that he owned? Do you all remember that story? I'm going to say it was on maybe 20 years ago. I don't know. Who knows? But when it was on. But I remember having a conversation with somebody who did this sort of genetic testing at the time, sort of asking some questions because I was confused because, and this is the whole point of all of this, the relationship between Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson's father and Sally Hemings' mother is sort of the same. So Thomas Jefferson, he married a woman named Martha Wayles, Wayles, and her dad was John Wayles. So Thomas Jefferson's father-in-law was John Wayles. And then after John's wife passed away, it was reported that John had a relationship with Betty Hemings. And Betty Hemings was Sally's mother. So if Sally Hemings is the child of John Wayles and Thomas Jefferson and Martha Wayles have children, then their children would genetically have sort of the same traits as this John Wayles and Betty Hemings' child, etc. So, and then there was another brother, Randolph, who they talked about. So the whole point is that Thomas Jefferson's relationship with his father-in-law and marrying his daughter and marrying his father-in-law's daughter, and then to find out that the father-in-law also had a relationship with Sally Hemings' mother, genealogy-wise, I don't know how you meet all that out and how you separate all of that. So could it be that all of these people possibly have some sort of, genetic history to one of these? It's highly possible. I'm not a geneticist. I find it fascinating. I don't know how you meet all that out, but there's more than 12 people, 12 different groups of people who claim to be of the lost tribes of Israel. So just wanted to have your brains thinking, firing on all of that today. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.